Hey guys, welcome to another video. If you're new, I'm Kelly, and today's video is super exciting for a couple reasons. One reason, we're talking about makeup at Ulta that I have my eye on. We are going to talk about some makeup products that are in my cart. They're in my save for later. Products I'm keeping my eye on, interested in purchasing, but even more exciting is that this is a collaboration with my new friend on YouTube, Heather Austin. If you have not checked out Heather's channel, make sure when you're done with this one you go check her out. I will have her channel information and her video linked down below. But for those of you who are new, I have been on YouTube for a while, but I took a little bit of a break. I actually took a little over a year off of YouTube, and I just started filming again back in like June or July. And when I came back to YouTube and back to filming, I kept watching videos and I heard Heather Austin, Heather Austin, Heather Austin, Heather Austin. And I'm like, who is this girl? I need to go check out Heather Austin. So I went to her channel, I watched one of her videos, and she opened up her video with, "Hey y'all," and I was like, subscribe. Immediately subscribe. And the reason why that caught my eye is I live in Texas. I'm actually from the north. I'm from Michigan, born and raised, but I've been in Texas for 10 years now. And so I heard her say, "Hey y'all," with her southern accent, and I was like, yes, I love you already. And I remember commenting on her video and I was like, "Hey, where are you from?" She said she's from Mississippi, so she's not in Texas, but she is another southern gal. So I definitely was drawn to her for that reason, but I ended up staying because I love her channel. One of the things that I love most about her channel is in her intro, she talks about how like makeup is just for fun. She loves all things makeup. She's here for makeup and she wants you to wear it how it makes you happy. She does not worry about being perfect. And I was like, you know what? I typically go for neutrals, but I do have a little bit of blue eyeshadow on, and it's because Heather made me feel comfortable enough to try something a little different. So I love Heather. I love her vibe. I'm so happy that I found her channel. She has become a quick friend of mine, and I am definitely very excited to do this video with her. So Heather, thank you so much for collaborating with me. Thank you for saying yes when I reached out to see if you wanted to collab. And like I said, if you have not heard of Heather Austin, if you have not gone to her channel and checked her out, make sure you go visit her. Make sure you subscribe. Check her out on Instagram. I absolutely love her. But without further ado, let's talk about some makeup. So Heather actually came up with this idea to talk about 10 items that are like in our Ulta cart. And I was really down with that idea because the thing I like about Ulta is although I tend to purchase more high-end makeup, you have a nice mixture of high-end and affordable makeup at Ulta. So I do have 10, kind of 12, but 10 items that I have my eye on. They're in my Ulta cart, and that's what we're here to talk about. The first is by Juvia's Place. It is the Taupes eyeshadow palette. And I'll insert pictures right here so that you can see them, but I definitely want to try this eyeshadow palette out. It looks absolutely beautiful. I go for more warm tones, but the thing that I like about the taupes is you do have a little bit of a cool vibe, which is not something that I have in my eyeshadow palette collection currently. I love that it's a smaller eyeshadow palette. There are 6 eyeshadows in there, and as I've been using more makeup and purchasing makeup recently, I realized that that's something that I like. I can kind of get overwhelmed with larger palettes and not really know what eyeshadows to reach for or what to use, but I like that this is a smaller palette, 6 eyeshadow pans. I do like that you have 3 mattes and 3 shimmers. You have a nice mixture there, and I don't have a ton of Juvia's Place eyeshadows in my collection, so I thought that this would be a good addition to my collection. And the reason why I said that I kind of have 12 eyeshadows is because this eyeshadow palette goes hand in hand with the Juvia's Place chocolate eyeshadow palette. So the chocolates, Juvia's Place came out with a collection, and I think there's like mauves and berries, the taupes, and the chocolates. And so Heather actually told me that she really likes the chocolate palettes. She filmed videos on these, and so I will go through her videos and find the video that she filmed talking about these little Juvia's Place palettes, and I'll link that down below. So if you're interested in those palettes, definitely check out that video. But I was talking to her and saying, hey, I'm kind of interested in the taupe palette. Which palette is your favorite out of the little mini collection? And she said she really liked the chocolate palette. So I have my eye on that one as well. It's a little bit deeper and darker, and I have a very fair skin tone, so I think the taupes might be better suited for me, but I do also have my eye on the Juvia's Place Chocolate Palette. Another product that I have my eye on, I've had this in my cart for a while now, and I just haven't bit the bullet, but it is the Colourpop Pretty Fresh Foundation. I think I would be in the shade Light 50W, a warm shade. I'm either gonna be in like the light warm or light neutral. I'm not 100% sure yet. I did see when I was looking up the prices of these items, this foundation is on sale at Ulta. I don't know if it will be when I post this video. I do pre-film because I'm a teacher, so like I film on the weekends, but this foundation is currently $11.20 instead of the $16. But I've heard really good things about this foundation. I have dry skin, so I typically look for foundations that are hydrating, that are dewy, that are luminous, glowy. All of those things are things that I look for in a foundation. And I've heard amazing things about the Colourpop foundation. Really, the only reason why I haven't purchased it yet is because I'm like new again in the YouTube game. Although I've been on YouTube for a while, I wasn't really wearing makeup when my daughter was younger, so I'm just getting back into it. And I kind of went a little crazy and purchased a bunch of foundations, and I want to be able to use them before they go bad. But I definitely want to try this guy. If you've tried it and you have dry skin, let me know what you think. But I want to pick it up for sure. The next product goes hand in hand with that one, and it's the Colourpop Pretty Fresh Hydrating Hyaluronic Acid Primer. Again, dry skin. So if you mention hydrating, if you mention hyaluronic acid, I'm all about it. That's my jam. So I am in the market for a new primer, and I figured, why not try this Colourpop one? And if I'm gonna get the primer, might as well get the foundation, use them together, hand in hand. That would be a winning combination, I think. So I definitely want to pick up those two products. Again, this one is on sale at the time that I'm filming also, $8.40 instead of $12, so that's a deal. But I definitely want to pick up those two products, and I think as we're getting into the cooler months, those could be go-tos for me. Jumping back into eyeshadows, like I said, the reason why I think Ulta is amazing because you do have higher end brands but also affordable brands like Colourpop. But moving over to the high end section, I really want to get the Too Faced Pumpkin Spice eyeshadow palette. I mentioned that in a recent Pass Grab or Undecided video, and I just haven't gotten it yet because it's like, I'm like, yes, okay, I want it 100%, but then I tell myself, do you have other eyeshadow palettes like this? I do. I have the Gingerbread Spice palette, but at the same time, October's my birthday month, like treat yourself, get the eyeshadow palette. So I really want it. I have it sitting in my cart. I haven't bit the bullet yet, but I want it. So if you have the Gingerbread Spice palette and the Pumpkin Spice, let me know down below, like, is it worth it to have both of them? Or do you feel like Gingerbread Spice would like be enough and I don't really need the Pumpkin Spice? I'll probably still get it anyway because YOLO, but yeah, I have that one in my cart. I have my eye on that one. Speaking of another primer, if you caught my video, YouTube made me add it to my wish list. I have been eyeing the MAC Strobe Cream. I have not tried them. I think if I purchased one, it would be the gold light with like the golden undertone. That's more my jam than like the pinky options. But Desi Perkins has been talking about MAC Strobe Cream for years. She's been raving about it on her channel. She's always using it when she's doing like no foundation looks. So I feel like as a dry skin gal, why not get a strobe cream, highlight my face, give me some hydration, help me to look glowy and dewy. So that's another product. Again, I've had my eye on it for a while and I just haven't bit the bullet. So this is another product that I want to pick up. I want to try it out. I'm in the market for a new primer, so I think that would be a good one. Definitely for those like no foundation days. If I'm like trying to do quick makeup, running out the door, running some errands, I feel like a strobe cream, something that's a little bit glowy, would be a nice primer or a nice product to have on my face if I'm doing a no foundation makeup look. Another reason why I said that I have 12 items in my cart instead of 10 is because the next two products are the same but different shades. I recently filmed a declutter and a giveaway video. The giveaway is closed by the time that Heather and I are posting these videos, but if you want to see the declutter, you can still watch that video. But I had to get rid of a couple of my Dose of Colors lipsticks, but I really love the Dose of Colors formula. I'm a liquid lipstick junkie. I love a liquid lipstick. I think it's perfect now that we have to wear masks everywhere, and I really like the Dose of Colors formula. But my lipsticks were old, they gave me these little bumps on my lips, and I had to pitch them. So I do want to pick up the Dose of Colors liquid lipstick in Stone. I'm a mauve girl. Mauves are my tones. I've had Stone in a full size. I think I used it almost up completely, but then it went bad. Then I got it in a little mini, and I was like, okay, I remember loving this. So I do want to pick up the full size of Stone. But also, I got to try the Dose of Colors lipstick in Truffle when I picked up that little holiday quad back in 2018. And again, I did have to declutter Truffle, but I really liked it because it was more of a, like Stone is more of like a purpley mauve, but Truffle was more of a like nude mauve, if that makes sense. It says on the Ulta website that it's light brown with pink undertone, so it still gave me that mauve-y vibe, but it wasn't as deep and purple as Stone. So I do want to pick up those two products. I'm counting them as one to stay in that 10 item range, but it's technically 2 items, so that's where we got the 12 from. My next product is a single eyeshadow, and I don't typically go for single eyeshadows. I like to have palettes. I mean, I do have a ton of Makeup Geek shadows, but I don't typically purchase single eyeshadows. And I don't really have a reason why. I don't know. I just don't have a ton in my collection. However, one of the very first high-end palettes that I purchased was the Urban Decay Naked palette. Go figure. Like, those were all the rave when they first came out, and I had the original palette. And I held on to it for a really long time for one specific shade. I have since decluttered it because I didn't really reach for any of the other shades, but I loved that Half-Baked shade. It was a beautiful gold. It looked so good on my eyes. It looked great with my red hair. And so I always held on to that palette because I wanted to reach in there for that gold, but that was the only shadow that I used in there. So I did declutter it, but if I could go ahead and just pick up the single of Half-Baked, I feel like that would be a nice addition to my collection. So it's kind of pricey. Not kind of, I mean, it is pricey. It's $20 for a single eyeshadow, but I just really want that Half-Baked in my collection. Now, Heather recently filmed a collab video with Kerosene, and they were talking about the Allure 2020 Best of Beauty, and Heather mentioned the, oh gosh, am I gonna say it right? Okay, I hope I don't mess it up. Uma Beauty? Is that right? If I'm saying it wrong, please let me know. Oma Beauty? I don't know which one's correct, but the Oma Beauty foundation, the Say What foundation, that made it for the Allure 2020 Best of Beauty. I have not tried out anything from the brand. Heather said that she loved the foundation. Now, I do know that Heather has oily skin, so we do have different skin types, which means we may like different things in foundations, but she said she really liked this foundation. So I would be interested in trying it out. It does look like it's $39 and you can only find it at Ulta Beauty. So I was like, okay, add to cart, another foundation that I want to try. I think that I would be in the shade Fair Lady. It says that it's for fair skin with warm undertones. I think that's my shade. I don't really like picking foundation shades when I'm ordering online because I'm like scared that I'm gonna get the wrong foundation shade and then have to return it, and then that's like a waste of makeup, and I don't wanna do that. But I am usually pretty accurate with my foundation picks, so I think I might be Fair Lady, but definitely want to try that foundation. Now, my last two products are from the same brand, and they are super affordable. One product that I've had like on my wish list for a million years is the Essence blushes. Now, I think that they like reformulated them or repackaged them, but I have heard people raving about the Essence blushes, and I've just never tried them. I mean, it's $2.99. I'm looking at the shade Befitting. I typically go for more like pinky mauve shades. I'm a mauve girl. And I mean, it's $2.99, so I don't know why I haven't picked it up yet, but I definitely want to try out that blush. I think that blush is definitely calling me. I think it would be a great addition to my collection, so I want to pick that up. And then my last product is also by Essence, and it's the Lash Princess Volume Mascara. This mascara is $4.99, and it actually tickles me that a mascara is more expensive than a blush. I don't know why that is. I mean, you would need to repurchase the mascara before the blush, but for whatever reason, still affordable, okay? It's like $5 to get this mascara. But Andrea Montellano, I think that's how you say her last name, Andrea Montellano has been raving about the Essence mascaras for years, and I want to get the pink one. I think I've tried the green one, but the green one, if I'm remembering correctly, was for length, and I go for volume when I'm looking for mascara. So that's why I want to pick up the pink one instead of the other shades, because I want to get some volume. And with that, those are the items that I have in my Ulta cart, on my wish list, that I'm looking to pick up and try out. If you have tried any of those products, please let me know your thoughts down below. Let me know what you think of them. And if you have any other recommendations, if you have any items in your Ulta cart or like on your wish list, let me know what they are. And also, if you have not checked out Heather's video, please go do that right now. Subscribe. Follow her on social media. She is amazing. Heather, thank you so much for collaborating with me. I'm so excited to film this video with you, and I can't wait to hear what your picks are, because I know they're gonna be good, except the only thing that makes me nervous is I feel like you're gonna make me add more things to my cart. So thank you guys so much for watching. Heather, thank you for collaborating with me. You guys will love Heather. And if you came over from Heather's channel, thank you so much for watching. I don't know that I introduced myself in the beginning, but hello, I'm Kelly. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you did enjoy this video. If you did, I hope that you would consider hitting that subscribe button, becoming part of the K Bella fam, and sticking around. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.